Hi, my name is May Rake. I'm a 9th grader at Plymouth North High School, and I'm going to teach you how to do an aerial. So an aerial is a no-handed cartwheel, so it's a little more complicated than a regular cartwheel. But first I'm going to tell you how I got my aerial. So I tried for 4 years about to get my aerial, and I got it in gym class for the first time. So all last year in 8th grade, I did my aerial. I didn't do it every single day. And one day I was just like really energetic and hyper, and I was like, I think I could do this. So I tried outside a bunch of times and I didn't get it. But when I came inside and everyone was changing, I decided not to because I was going to go on a run later. But I was like, I really think I can do this. So I was with my friend Gabby, and for about 4 times she was videoing it, and I didn't get it every single time. I put my hands down at the last second. And on the 5th time, I was like, she put her phone away, but I was like, Gabby, I think I can get it this time. And she was like, May, I'm not taking my phone out. I was like, oh gosh, I need someone to record this. So I went to my friend Sam, and I was like, Sam, can you please record me? I think I'm gonna get my aerial. She was like, of course I can. So I ran and I did it. And it was the best day of my entire life. I freaked out after I got it. And it was so funny because I got to do it again and show all my friends. So now I'm gonna teach you how to do an aerial. So the first step is stretching, because you don't stretch your arms. You can do it a little bit, but you use your legs most of the time. So I start by moving my ankles around, and then I sit down, and I stretch to both sides into the middle, and then I get up, and I just stretch my arms just a little bit, and then I'm ready to start. So the second part is the cartwheel. Obviously, if you can't do a cartwheel, you can't do an aerial, because an aerial is just a more complicated cartwheel. So I'm ready. So I start with my dominant leg, which is my right leg. I put my hands above my head, I go down, and I push off my right leg and go all the way around. So this is my cartwheel. So that's the first step. Obviously, if you're a lefty, you would use your left leg. So the second step is a one-handed cartwheel. A one-handed cartwheel is a little more in-depth than a two-handed cartwheel because you need to use more strength and you have a little less support. So I use my dominant hand and my dominant leg, and I do the same thing as I did for the cartwheel, but just with one hand. So that's my one-handed, and again, if you're a lefty, you would use your left hand. So step 3 is a pop cartwheel. What you do is you start like a normal cartwheel. You put your hands down, but then you pop up and land like this, so that you feel like you're landing an aerial. So when you do an aerial, you don't just slip on your face. So I'll show you how to do it. So I take a little hurdle, and then you pop your hands up, and left side. So after that, I do that a few times just to get the feeling of doing an aerial. And my step after that, I do a dive cartwheel, and so it gets you feeling like you're starting an aerial. So when you actually do it, you don't put your hands down. So what you do is you start like a normal cartwheel, and you lift your hands up, and then you put them down and you land. So this is a dive cartwheel. So after that, you do a mixture of the dive and the pop. So you're just putting your hands down for a second. So I'm going to do it right now. So you dive, hands down, pop. So that way you're feeling like you're almost doing an aerial. And then after that, I do the same thing but with one hand. You have a little less support, you're getting ready for that aerial. So I'll do that right now. Okay, after this, you just do a little preparation. You're getting yourself ready for the aerial because it's really hard to do. So what I do is I start like this. I take a few steps. I jump like this, and I put my dominant leg down. I push down. As I'm putting my other leg around, I'm lifting my hands up, and then I whip my legs around. I'm going to show you how to do my aerial. So I'm going to run, obviously, push down, lift my legs up, and whip them around. Okay, so I'm not a gymnast, and aerials are really hard to do. And I taught myself, and it took me a really long time. So I suggest that you try. I know it's really hard and it looks kind of impossible, but if you just like set yourself to it and you try all the time, you will get it eventually. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.